Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's this? No conquest? No, this is a new playthrough, Revelation. So I am doing a team-up playthrough, a co-op playthrough, if you will, of Fire Emblem Fates Revelation with 5 points in Xetetic. 5 points is already started with Chapter 6. We're doing this in Hard Classic. I'll get the next file, and then Xetetic will get he'll get Chapter 8. So we just pass around the save file, and each of us plays a chapter and tries to build up the unit. So it's really interesting. It's not going to be a full rev playthrough on my channel. If you want to see the whole thing, you'll have to check out their channels. I'll put a link after the video, so you can go and check them out, because they do some pretty interesting things. And speaking of which, I had some trouble getting this to work. I'm not really tech savvy, but 5 points walked me through, thank God. Thank Gordon and his 5 points. We're able to do this. So let's see what we have here. I didn't even look at this file yet. I just kind of slapped together this overlay too. And it looks like we have female corn, which is pretty cool. She looks kind of like Gordon. She has green hair, an eye patch, a bow. Definitely more decorated than my Pichu corn in Conquest. I don't know what her... Looks like she's speed asset. Maybe defense or res. Bane, I'm not sure. And of course we have Azura and Jacob here. Azura, of course, the star of Revelation. Maybe we'll get Shigure in this playthrough. I kind of want him in Conquest, but I ran out of time to pair Azura. But we'll see what we do with handling the uploads and how we handle the things like the paralog chapters. I think Mozu opens up after this chapter. We'll see if Xetetic wants to get her, just play along to Chapter 8. I don't know if we're really going to show off the My Castle. I don't in my playthrough. And this one we should have 4, because even though I like Conquest the best, I am slightly familiar with how Rev works. You get 2 of the Norian resources and 2 Hashidon ones. So that's pretty good. We have our Yato, our Dragonstone. She has our lands. Yeah, not too much variation right now. I wonder if we can build something.
Is there a plan?
It looks like he built the statue. I really don't want to spend too much time here because Chapter 7 is a long one. There is quite a bit of discovering we have to do with treasure chests. And okay, we have the armory. I'd like to get the rod shop next so we can have our staves. Why not feed Lilith? She just died. As of recording this, I recorded Chapter 21. It actually uploaded today. It's only like 5 minutes long because tried to low turn count that one. After every 3 feeds, she'll give us a gold bar, so maybe a good way to keep money. I don't know if we're really going to grind in this. You can grind on like Conquest and Scout, but I'm not going to do that here. This is pretty easy. Now this, from what I do remember, is kind of like a corn grind fest. We have Jacob here, and Jacob's a pretty good unit. I don't know if those guys want to reclass him at all. And of course, I prefer to keep Azura as a dancer. I hear she does quite well as a Sky Knight, but it's not really what, yeah, I just like having a dancer. So, interestingly enough, we have a spot here for a 4th person, but we really can't get anyone as I don't think Mozu, yeah, she's not even available right now. And I think what we have to do is follow the dead trees. And this map is pretty big. From what I remember, there's 2 ways to get up to the boss. You can go around this way, or you can go all the way over to the left. But there are treasure chests, and I would like to get all of them, just so we have as much stuff as possible. Counting through the chapters, I think I may actually get the snow shoveling one. And that's probably a good thing, because I'm pretty patient with that chapter, and I don't mind like sitting there and doing that. Okay. We're gonna have, let's see, I could dance. I think I'll do that. Oh no, I can't dance actually. I don't want Jacob taking all the attacks. Now this is only, just dance for experience. This is only hard mode. We were kind of debating whether to do it lunatic or hard, but I think hard is fine. Should definitely be easier than my Conquest playthrough. I'm just going to turn those off. I'm used to having them off in Conquest, because even though Azura's song is nice, it kind of gets repetitive when you're seeing it over and over, especially when she's like one of your only 3 units. So yeah, I don't know how we're going to build things. I was thinking maybe I could use like bad units, like maybe try and train up Tsubaki and Rinka and you know, those kind of people. Maybe reclass them too. Maybe they'll even want to use some of the characters I don't like in this game, like Perry, Soleil, Severa, Selena. Oh yeah, Corn's good. Maybe we'll use Odin, despite how bad he is. Maybe we'll make Camilla a sorcerer. I don't know. I did just get to the part where we reached level 15 sorcerer, and someone on my channel wanted to see Dark Knight, or the Mage Knight like Leo is. So I'm going to make him I'm going to make Camilla a Dark Knight now before the Sakura chapter. In case you're wondering, we actually have done a playthrough like this before. We did play Fire Emblem 7 together, Hector Hard mode. It was kind of interesting. I ended up getting Fiora killed, or the oldest Pegasus sister, and I think 5 points got Raven killed. But I think Rev Hard is a lot easier than Hector Hard, personally. As far as another combined playthrough, the one I had in mind but never really suggested was maybe doing... That's enough. Maybe doing like one of the Tellius games, like maybe Radiant Dawn, but I think that would be better with 5 people because there's 5 endgame chapters, so like everyone can take a chapter. And it's also interesting for me because Tellius is a region where I really like and really dislike a lot of the characters. Like, it's kind of on the weird opposite ends of the spectrum. Some characters I absolutely adore, like, ironically, the Dawn Brigade, and some I don't really like that much. So it'd be funny if we were kind of, like, juggling around the units we like and dislike. Okay, good. Alright, I think I'll dance for Jacob because I don't want you to get in range of a ninja. Speaking of which, are we near any chests yet? No. This map is a long one. Speaking of long maps, we did also decide to skip through the prologue chapters. I don't really like chapter 3, the one where you have to take, like, Felicia or Jacob and Gunter over, like, the bottomless canyon. I think that one's incredibly boring. Same with the Ryoma one where you have to, like, reduce the mountains and go through the snow to get to Hinoka. That one's really boring, too. Okay. Can we kill this guy? So there's some ideas I have. If you are one of my regular watchers in Conquest, or if you're from the other 2 channels, if you'd like to see another like combined playthrough like this, feel free to comment on one of the videos, and we'll see what we can do for that. I'm gonna go, no. Oh, you are hard to hit. I think I'll just stay put, maybe. Maybe Jacob can hit you better. How much does he take from... He takes quite a lot from you.
Yet another victory.
Yeah, Jacob and Felicia can also level quite a lot. And he's 1 level off, actually 2 experience off from getting Live to Serve, which will be incredibly helpful since he's our only healer for right now. But we do get Sakura, I think, at the end of the next chapter. Or maybe she joins the beginning. I actually don't remember. I know the next one is in Fort Jinya. It's like the Birthright Chapter 7, but reused in this game. Sure, let's try the Dragonstone. Of course, in my other playthrough, it's based off of Pichu, the avatar, so I call it the Mouse Dragon. But if I had to guess, I think this girl is based off of Gordon. It would make sense. And I'm gonna Live to Serve. Actually, let's go here and Live to Serve a little bit of HP back. And I'm going to put you on the fort. Now I'll just let you heal up one more time. Okay. Okay, there's one chest. This is a dead end, I think. I think this may have been a way too. If this gets to be like too long, I'll probably just end up cutting it out. Let's trade the... I'll trade the yacht over. Corn's usually good enough where nothing's really a threat to her in this chapter. Unless I get debuffed like that by a ninja. But generally, Revelation, you stack Corn, and a lot of the Hoshidan characters you get next are kind of underwhelming. I know Rinka is like really underleveled, and Hannah. Speaking of which, I do have some really fun ideas for some reclassing. Although it does depend on our pairings and things like that. I don't think we have a heart, I almost called it a heart skill, like the thing in Pokemon, but a heart seal to see what our Corn's talent is, because I have no idea.
Much obliged.
If she is based off of Gordon, I'm thinking it would make a lot of sense for her to be an archer. But who knows? That wouldn't be a bad thing in Fates, to be an archer. And you guys are going to double up on me. Because bows are incredibly powerful in this game, as if you were watching my Conquest playthrough, you know that Mozu is busted. That would have been funny. Alright, we actually have to get Jacob through here. And we can. I talk about Corn being like a good unit and she almost dies. But I guess that's what happens when you try and like commentate things about our playthroughs and play through the game. Go figure. Now who can reach Jacob from there? Not you. And I'm just gonna keep Azura back.
Well.
But yeah, bows are pretty powerful in this game, so it wouldn't be that bad if she were an archer. Corn can really make any class work, depending on what her boon and bane is. If it's speed, then she should be fine with anything. I'm gonna drop the vulnerary. And there are no reinforcements from these forts in this cave.
I could do no less.
Okay. Right, so I think we want to go this way next. Let's see what's in chest number 1. Killing Edge, very useful. I'm sure they'll definitely appreciate that going into the next chapter. I think we should build the staff sword next. I might go into... It looks like 5 points did take a little bit of time to build the weapon shop there. So I think we should go ahead and build the staff sword. I like having it just so we can... Because staves are expendable in this game, I like having that as one of the first items to buy. I think that's where we can actually see the heart seal too. I might actually want to save, buy it, and check. Or maybe I'll just wait until we actually get one. That might be more fun.
It's over.
Kinda don't want to save scum or anything like that.
On
And I think that's the quote that replaces for Nor or for Hoshido that you'll see on the other routes.
Right.
Now, I don't know if they've mentioned what characters they want to... Well, if 5 Points has yet. It's gonna keep dancing for Azura, or getting Azura's level up. But the character I think I want to use most is Elise. I did mention in Conquest that she's my favorite character in Fates. But I mean, she's a healer, so that's kind of a given. I'm just gonna nerf you a little bit more. Well, Azura doesn't do anything.
Be careful. This will
She does have a higher strength growth than Ike, from what I remember. But I prefer to have a dancer. I'm gonna drop this tonic for now. That's really helpful. I mean, maybe not in Revelation, but...
Huh?
And it's Gunter. So we may be able to get to use Gunter a little bit more than we normally would in Conquest, because he's definitely benched by the time he returned to us in Chapter 15. I don't like that 1% crit. I'm going to leave you out of it. May want to pair him up with Corrin. I think he does have that skill that helps her out. Well, the question is, should I actually go back and get all the treasure? I kind of want to. Because like I said, I don't mind doing that, but I know it can make the video quite a bit longer, because I think it's over on this side, from what I remember. This is the path I usually take when I do play Revelations, which isn't as much because I like Conquest better. And some of the maps in this game, I'll let you know if you aren't really experienced with it, they're kind of bad. The snow shoveling chapter I mentioned is chapter 10, I believe. It's extremely tedious, and some of the later ones where you're like on floating blocks and platforms is also really tedious. And just out range. No, Jacob. Okay, that was the wrong way. So it must be down here. There we go. I think there's only 4, or maybe 5. And we also want to get her skill that buffs. Let's go ahead with the Killing Edge. Let's try it out.
Sorry.
You have my support. You're lucky I'm here.
All right.
So I think I did mention this in my Conquest playthrough in Chapter 15. I really do like this music, but sadly you don't get to hear it that much in that game. We will hear it a lot at Chapter 18 in this game. You didn't even fight me.
Allow me to join you.
I make my own fate. Guess I did it right.
Yeah, she's not gaining hardly anything now. I think it might be time to maybe use Jacob a little bit more. There really is no one else to train. I'm not going to let him go first. At least not without those two. Yeah, there's way more chests in this map. I think I'm going to skip through this. It's just the same thing, and there's really no risk here, so not really that fun to watch through it. Okay, that's not even worth watching. And that's not even worth watching either. Speaking of live to serve, let's get Jacob trained a little bit more.
I'm with you.
I don't know if we'll keep Jacob in the long run. I usually don't keep Jacob and Felicia, but I know he does really well as a paladin, so we'll see where that goes.
Well,
Okay, I think that's all of them. No, there's one more. I believe there's some armor knights in the next chapter. Okay. We can't really use that yet. Hey, that's definitely worth it. Let's start making our way back. I guess we'll keep Azur around to dance for these two. Yep. Just moving units around. Actually, I should be putting Gunter out front. I might keep Azur with Jacob just to get her moving faster. A little bit faster. It's like FE4 all over again, in a way. Okay.
This one's not afraid to die.
That's one of the reasons I don't think Armor Knights are as bad in this game, or Awakening, because you can just pair them up and move them around on a high movement unit. A little bit more bearable than in the older games.
You have my support.
Okay. That is not enough. Might have to be corn again. Now we have this berserker to deal with. Let's move in. What do you have? Only a steel axe. Does anyone give? Well, you're not really going to be able to hit me from here. I don't think he moves either.
Need a hand.
Let's just try and chip him down. Okay. He is gonna heal on that fort. I mean, that's not enough to... 8 times 3 is 24. We could get a crit on the back here. Nice. Good job, Corin. I'm not gonna try and pronounce her name. I'm just gonna probably end up calling her Corin.
well, I've heard something.
Okay. And I'll just let Azura seize. 34 short turns. And we can save, and we're going to see what we can do in the castle. I think we're just going to build the... Let's build the rod shop. It has 2 range. 2 range saves are really useful, as I'm finding out in my conquest run. I'm just going to put it right by our starting point. So yeah, we have the stave store, the armory. Looking pretty good. So next time I'm going to pass the file off to Xetetic, and then 5 points will get it again, then back to me. So we'll see where we are in a couple of chapters from now. And I'll leave you here, and I'll see you for the next one.